بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم.
In the name of Allah, the Beneficent, the Merciful.
Assalamu alaikum, brothers and sisters. Today I have another reaction video. In this reaction video, I am going to be reacting to a video that is titled Must Listen, Funny Story of Ram and Sita. So I think Ram and Sita, this is related to India. It's something to do with the with the Indian gods and what they worship. So I think that's what it is. I am not going to further details without knowing anything, but let's get to the video and see the complete details of Ram and Sita. Let's get to it.
In mythology, there is a story of the kidnapping of their goddess followed by a conflict between two kingdoms. This narrative highlights certain flaws and also reveals characteristics of their gods. Brothers and sisters, a video of a scholar Sheikh Osman Farooq is going viral in which he is narrating the real story of Ram and Sita, and people are laughing like crazy. In Hinduism, followers worship statues of Ram and Sita as symbols of divine respect and spiritual guidance. Throughout this world, in the past, future and present, ignorant people will worship things they find either harmful or marginally beneficial, such as the sun, moon, stars, or even cows. However, the truth is that nothing can harm or benefit us without Allah's will. As Allah says in the Quran, "Say, do you worship besides Allah that which holds for you no power of harm or benefit, while it is Allah who is the hearing, the knowing?"
If you are feeling drowned in the sea of sins, when your heart is constantly berating you from the inside, then it is a return back call from your Creator. If you are looking for a proper direction to refreshen your Iman, then our best-selling book, 100 Heart-Touching Stories to Revive Your Iman and Faith, must be your most preferable selection to read right now. The link is in the description box below.
Brothers and sisters, in Hinduism there are 33 million deities, but the most important are Durga, Krishna, Shiva and Rama. Since in this video we are going to talk about Ram and Sita, I want to give you a little introduction of them. Ram and Sita are central figures in Hindu epic Ramayana. Ram, incarnation of the god Vishnu, is a prince known for his virtue and righteousness. Sita, his wife, is an embodiment of purity and devotion.
Ram is a god, right? Or an incarnation of God, right? A lot of times he's painted as a blue guy, right? And he has a wife named Sita. You heard of Sita?
I have not, no.
All right, so you guys can look this up, by the way. It's not, and I mean this with all due respect.
So the story of Sita abduction starts when Ram, Sita and Lakshman used to live in a forest. One day, they were living near the Panchavati forest when Surpanaka, the sister of Ravana, who was the demon king of Lanka, saw Ram and was enchanted by his beauty. She approached him and proposed marriage. Ram, devoted to Sita, gently refused her and directed her to Lakshman. Lakshman was the brother of Ram. Lakshman also refused her proposal. She did not accept the rejection and started attacking Sita. But Lakshman, in attempt to stop her, cut her nose.
Ready to bring your brand into the real world? Shopify is ready for that too. With a retail point of sale solution.
So this god, quote unquote, Ram, has a wife named Sita, goddess. Okay. They're married. Cool. He's about to, and I'm summarizing, right? So he's about to leave the house. He tells her, yo, don't leave the house. And if anybody tries to come talk to you, don't talk to him, right? Kind of male chauvinistic kind of idea.
So Surpanaka went to her brother Ravan and told her whole story and incited him against Ram and Lakshman. Also she described Sita is very beautiful, she should be your wife. So he made a plan to kidnap Sita. He changed his figure to a pious man and came in Ram's house to beg Sita, feeling compassion for the old man. Sita stepped out of the protective circle to give him food. At that moment, Ravana revealed his true form and abducted Sita, taking her to his kingdom in Lanka in his flying chariot, the Pushpaka Vimana.
So she's home, and this guy named Ravana, who's this guy from Sri Lanka. I don't know why Sri Lanka gets to be the bad guys in the story. I'm sorry, I didn't make the story, I'm just telling you, right? He's this evil king from Sri Lanka. And the dude has like 10 heads. Or maybe more, I forgot now. Something like that. Maybe 12, I don't know, right? But 10 heads at least, right? It's kind of weird. Like, 10 heads? Like, what do you do with that? You know, do you like eat like this? You know, like... No, like if this is supposed to be reality, we have to think of it like does that really make sense?
Yeah.
Right? Like if you saw a dude walking around with 10 heads, wouldn't you be like, whoa,
Yeah.
somebody call a doctor, bro. That is not normal, right? So he walks up and he disguises himself. Like I'm trying to be as fair to the story as I can. And he tempts her out. And so this goddess doesn't realize that who he is, which again, I thought God knew everything. So that doesn't make sense. But okay, let's just go with it, right? So she gets tempted, she comes out, disobeys her husband, and Ravana kidnaps her.
In Lanka, Ravana kept Sita in the Ashoka Vatika, a beautiful garden, and tried to persuade her to marry him. Despite his threats and promises, Sita remained devoted to Ram, steadfastly refusing Ravana.
He takes her to Sri Lanka. Now, this is a good part. Ram comes home and he's like, whoa, where'd my wife at? And they're like, Ravana took her. So what would you do, Ram?
I'd go find the guy and
right? Would you handle it, right? Like a man, you would do whatever you could, right? Ram's like, no, I can't do that, bro. Ravana's too powerful. Bro, if you can't defend your wife, I'm not even gonna shake hands with you, let alone worship somebody like that, right? Like I can't respect that, right? So he waits a year to get help from a monkey.
a monkey.
A monkey.
Okay.
Hanuman,
Okay.
the monkey god. No, not Donkey Kong. Please be respectful. All right? We're trying to have a respectful conversation here, sir. So he goes to the monkey god, Hanuman, and he's like, yo, dude took my wife. I'm translating. Okay. It's not in Sanskrit, right? This is in English that we speak. I gotta go get my wife. Can you help me out? He's like, no problem. I got a monkey army. We monkey around. We hey with the monkeys.
That does sound like Donkey Kong now.
Right? Please be respectful, sir. We're trying to have a respectful conversation.
Forgive me.
It's a multicultural society we live in, and we respect other cultures. And so the monkey army, with the blue guy, they go and attack Sri Lanka, and they free Sita. But for over a year, they couldn't.
Okay.
Yeah. And then Ram ends up leaving Sita, which I didn't think they had divorced in the religion, but I don't know how they, kind of anyway, right? Because he's like, I don't know what you guys were doing in that, a year with them dude, right? So how am I supposed to believe this?
Yeah.
That God can't defend his wife without a monkey.
After forming an alliance with Sugriva, the monkey king, and Hanuman, a brave and wise monkey warrior, Rama journeyed to Lanka to rescue Sita. Hanuman leaped across the ocean to find Sita in the Ashoka Vatika and returned with news of her location. Rama, with Sugriva's army of monkeys, fought a fierce battle against Ravana's forces, ultimately defeating Ravana and freeing Sita. After they arrived back, Ram and the kingdom of Ram had doubts about Sita's purity, which is why they told her to leave the kingdom. Brothers and sisters, how can a god and goddess have the same flaws as humans? A god who doesn't know where his wife is or can't fight someone alone doesn't seem truly divine. These are the very things that demonstrate that what they call God is among them. A true God should have no weaknesses, should know everything about the past and future, and should live forever. Such a God is perfect and wise, far beyond human limitations. In Islam, Allah is Al-Hayy Al-Qayyum, the ever-living, sustainer of existence, self-sustaining and self-existent. His life is not borrowed, His life is not like ours. His life has no weakness, no deficiency and no need. He is eternal and everything else exists by His command. In Surah Ikhlas, two words are used for Allah, Al-Ahad and As-Samad. He is Ahad, the one in Himself, but for the entire universe, He is Samad, the eternal refuge. Neither drowsiness overtakes him nor sleep. To him belongs whatever is in the heavens and whatever is on the earth. He is the true and complete owner of everything. He knows that is before them and what is behind them. Generally, in the world, when we recommend someone, we say that we know this person better, that they are not as they appear, that the information you have about them is not accurate, and the real facts are different, which I will tell you. Who can say this before Allah? Allah knows what is before them and what is behind them, and they encompass not a thing of His knowledge except for what He wills. Everyone's knowledge is given by Allah. It is granted knowledge. Even the greatest saints, prophets and angels have limited knowledge. As angels themselves stated that, we have no knowledge except what you have taught us. His kursi extends over the heavens and the earth. The kursi has two meanings. One is that His authority, power and dominion encompass the entire universe. It is possible that there is a physical entity representing Allah's authority that we can refer to as the kursi. Keep in mind both possibilities regarding Allah's throne and kursi. They may have a tangible reality beyond our comprehension, or it may be a metaphor indicating His power and dominion over the heavens and the earth, and their preservation tires Him not. The preservation of the heavens and the earth does not burden Him at all, and it does not cause Him any fatigue. And He is the Most High, the Most Great. Brothers and sisters, what are your thoughts about this story? What have you learned from it?
Lots. Okay, brothers and sisters, the video is ended. The video is about Ram and Sita. I think it's something to do with the Indian way of worship, and mostly Hindu, not all Indians, because Indians some are Muslims. I'm saying this with respect. I'm not going to put anybody down. I just reacted to the video, which is really funny the way they presented. So, brothers and sisters, if you like the video, please comment, like, and subscribe, as those actions grow this channel to the wider audience. And thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi ta'ala.